Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for my dearest Virgos where we take a look at the person that you're meant to marry. And if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links down below. All right, Virgo, let's try to get as much information, as many details as possible regarding this person. All right, we have the Justice card, so this person could be a Libra or have strong Libran placements. This is somebody who definitely values balance and harmony within relationships. All right, we see the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. Okay. How they're viewing you, the Lovers card, Gemini energy. And the connection, we see the Three of Wands. Okay, Virgo, so this could be a connection where there's some distance here, or, there's a period of time where you're at a distance from one another. And we do see the Five of Cups. So it does look like your person is somebody who maybe they've experienced some sort of personal loss or they're in mourning. Maybe not when you necessarily meet this person, but maybe within the last year or so. This person may be in counseling or in therapy because of that. Okay, that's not going to be for all of you. For others of you, they may work as a counselor or as a therapist. Again, this person really values balance and harmony within relationships, and maybe they've been disappointed or hurt in the past because they were overgiving or they were involved with people who were unavailable. All right, I see this as somebody who's very well put together. Okay, so this is somebody who always looks good. They take pride in their appearance. They pay attention to the details. Now, with the Eight of Cups here, for some of you, you could meet this person online. Normally, I don't get that from the Eight of Cups, but I'm hearing it now, that this person might be someone that you meet online, like through a dating app or, maybe through social media. A lot of you, this person, they may have other options around them when you meet them. Okay, so they could be, casually dating or talking to other people, but I feel that they're going to be very open and honest with you about that. All right, and I also feel that this person is quite romantic, because I'm kind of getting with this Eight of Cups riding off into the sunset energy. So it's like this person is definitely has romanticized marriage commitment and their love life. I feel like they have hope and faith that they're going to find that person. All right. We see the Seven of Wands. Some of you meet this person when they're walking away from someone or something. So it could be a job. It could be, changing, homes or moving to a different city, state, or country. They could be, leaving a difficult living situation. But this person, there's something about this person looking back at the past. Some of you may meet this person right before they take a trip, or they're meant to travel, or they have to move. You know how the universe does that sometimes? They send like the perfect person to you and you've only got 5 days before they leave type energy. I don't know why I was laughing about that, but it's just sometimes the way it happens. I do feel this is somebody who really values travel. I also feel this is somebody who's not afraid to travel on their own. I feel this person, this person is quite balanced. She's really trusting herself to, take a trip across this kind of scary little bridge, right? But she's got that wand in her hand. So she's got a lot of self-trust, a lot of confidence, that she can do anything. And this person may be a little bit of I don't know if they're like a jet setter, or this person is somebody like a trend setter is what I'm hearing. They could have a life path number one here, Virgo. Like they're not afraid to be they're a pioneer of ideas. They do things, they're a pioneer type energy. Okay, we see the Page of Wands. So some of you, they could be a fire sign. But I also feel like this person, this person may be a little bit guarded is kind of what I'm getting because of this personal loss that they've experienced. So you may kind of get that from this person in the beginning, Virgo, that that they've kind of got one foot in the door and one foot out. And some of you, literally, you meet this person as they're on their way out of leaving your job, leaving your neighborhood, going on a trip or something like that. All right, we see Capricorn energy. So this person may have strong Capricorn in their chart. Okay, so their work and stability are a high priority, and I do think this person is successful at whatever they do. They're also coming through as a defender here. So they're deeply committed to your connection. They're strong. They can be counted on to have your back. All right, and we see this person may have a little bit of a jealous streak. All right, so they may be a little bit possessive, and that could be stemming from infidelity or insecurity. And we get that double confirmation here, Virgo, of that Libran energy. So they're ruled by Venus. They enjoy beauty. Fairness and harmony in relationships is important to them. Okay. So we're seeing this Judgment card, Aries Scorpio energy. So I do think this is somebody who's awakened. I feel this is somebody who's definitely been through hardship and they've come out the other side wiser and stronger. The Judgment card can sometimes indicate a return of a person. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an ex, but again, you might meet this person and they, were on their way out, on their way taking a trip or moving or something. So that would be an indication that this connection does come back around. I feel like this person, this is somebody who also really likes to help others. So again, I don't know if they work as a counselor or whatever they do for a living. And it can also be just their personality. This is somebody who's always helping others get a leg up. They'll always be that person to give a recommendation or give advice if somebody asks. Or, I just feel like, maybe lend friends a helping hand, family members, things like that. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. So love from long ago. So some of you, this is like a long lost love type situation. But I also feel there's going to be a sense of familiarity here between you and this person, Virgo. So you may just, you may get deja vu with this person, or you just might feel really comfortable with them right away and kind of feel like, damn, we've done this before. And most likely you have. Yes, this person is definitely going to be impeccably dressed. So they pay a lot of attention to the details. They look good. They don't like to be messy or disheveled is what I'm getting. And they may have an unusual name, so that could be an ethnic name or that could be a modern name. All right, and we also see that there is an air of mystery around this person, Virgo. All right, what else do my Virgos need to know about the person they're meant to marry? What else do my Virgos need to know about the person that they're meant to marry? Okay, they're going to step up and ask you out. They have dark hair. Again, these very specific messages are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some. For some of you, this person has tattoos. All right, and there may be a 3 to 5 year age difference between the two of you. All right, but we do get confirmation that this person has been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past. And again, that could be why they can be a bit jealous or possessive at times. Now, with the Lovers card here, this person is going to be very, very physically attracted to you, Virgo. Now, you might meet this person and there is some sort of third-party interference. So you might meet this person and you're dealing with somebody else or you're talking to other people. And again, that jealousy might show itself. All right, but I don't think it's going to be like deal breaker, like psycho jealous energy. I just think they're going to show you that they're a bit jealous. They don't want you to be with anybody else. And we see that with the 3 of Wands. This person might be a little bit pessimistic about the connection due to distance. Or they may feel like, Virgo, you have a choice between them and someone else. Or that's how they're viewing you. Or maybe they know that. They may be a little bit worried, Virgo, that you are going to block this connection. So I do pick up on some of their insecurities here. They may sometimes find you to be a bit distant, Virgo. Okay, or at least they might, when they meet you, they might find you to be distant. And some of you meet this person while you're traveling. So you could be out of the country or you could be just somehow away from home. All right, we see the 3 of Pentacles. Pay attention to that number sequence 33. Someone could be 33 years old or be born on the 3rd, the 13th, the 30th, the 23rd, the 31st. Someone could have a life path number 3. But definitely pay attention to that number sequence 333 coming through. This person sees you as somebody who's very compatible with them, though. They like the way you interact with other people. So whether it's interacting with their friends or their family or your friends and family or your coworkers, they like that. They like the way you handle yourself. They like the way you show up. All right, and with the Queen of Wands here, someone could have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, or Sag. But Virgo, they're going to be very, very physically attracted to you. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. I forgot to pull cards here for their physical attributes and what else we need to know about them, so I am going to go back. What else does my Virgo need to know about this person that will help them identify the person they're meant to marry? Yeah, I could see that. This person is successful, a business person. I do think that they're always well-dressed, or they're often well-dressed. They are bold and confident. They may be the ones that make the first move and ask for your number. And we get confirmation. We are in the right reading here, Virgo, that this will lead to marriage. All right, now let's go back to what they like about you. What is it that this person really likes about my Virgos? Ooh, yeah, they're going to find you to be very sexy, very attractive there with that femme fatale archetype. And we see vampire energy. And I actually really like this card because the archetype makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. You are going to be someone that they really trust your opinion, okay? And they may ask for your advice. Or just you showing up being you may be something that sheds light on either behaviors, actions in their life, or other relationships. And I feel like you're going to be this inspiration for them to be stronger, if that makes sense, to do things better. So there's a lot of respect and admiration there, and also like you're such a positive influence for them as well. What is it that they might not like about my Virgos? Okay, we see judgment. So don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So they might feel like you're not going to give them a chance. All right. They may feel at times you may be harsh or judgmental, Virgo, which, I'm a Virgo rising, so I can say these kinds of things without truly offending my Virgos out there. But yeah, the shadow attribute of Virgo energy can sometimes be a bit harsh and judgmental. Okay, and a fear of loneliness. You stay in bad relationships because you're lonely. Be okay with yourself. I don't think that this person sees you that way, Virgo. I kind of feel like what they don't like is I think they are a little bit worried that you are going to leave them behind, or that they're going to, that you're going to reject them. Okay. So what we need to know about this relationship, the Three of Wands, I see this as a couple that travels together. Okay, they taking, vacations, adventures, enjoying travel. There could be distance at some point in time during this relationship. Spirit's saying this is a destined partnership, though. You have to make sure that this connection, though, is really balanced. Okay. So it may be just a lesson within this relationship, making sure that things are balanced, setting boundaries. Okay, and Spirit's telling you to trust this connection. It's safe to trust in this situation. This will be an abundant connection, or this connection will help bring abundance into your life. Beautiful. Anything else my Virgos need to know here? Anything else my Virgos need to know? You are worthy. I feel this is karmic justice, okay? But your worth doesn't depend on the other person. So what I'm seeing here is like, again, you're in this beautiful energy, Virgo, of like, your worth and your value. And it's like, you don't need this person. You're going to want to be with this person. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we see honest communication, which I think is going to be, really a foundation of this connection, where you have heart-to-heart conversations. And even if they're difficult or intimidating, but you're still going to have them together. So I like that, truth and transparency. Any important dates or times here for my Virgos? We see it's going to unfold within the next 9 months, and things may move kind of quickly. All right, my lovely Virgos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.